Garden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And Drew Brees is the leading active passer in the NFL, about 4,000 yards ahead of Tom Brady at this time. Health providing, he should top both Brett Favre and then Peyton Manning become the NFL's all-time leading passer. Over 70,000-yard mark was passed in career passing last season, and probably the best conditioned quarterback in the NFL. He may be the guy that actually plays until he's 50.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Brees. And it completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Shouting defenders at the 15. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brees to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Breeze. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former 3rd-round pick from Colorado State. It's Garrett Grayson.
Well-schooled in pro-style offense while at Colorado State. He was the 3rd quarterback taken in the 2015 draft, behind Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
On the carry, it's Hood. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now Grayson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Grayson now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
Kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Here's Breeze to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more on that one and another first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Yellow lady.
Again, it's Breeze. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll will give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now.
They run here with Hood, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Caught here by Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jordy Nelson from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
319!
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Breeze. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
4 down. Here we go.
Now Breeze on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Ready. We're waiting. We're tight.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Demetrius Harris, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Now Hood. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you? You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Timeout defense.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Freeman again. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front.